Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about it's good income on the side. Spark driver picks up $11 grocery order. Then he gets a mysterious phone call. So in the gig economy, whether it's on Doordash, UberEats, Grubhub, Spark, Instacart, what have you, there are a bunch of different scams that pop up in the gig economy. And because Doordash doesn't exactly make you aware of these scams, these are things that you either have to experience for yourself and potentially be scammed, which I hope you never do, or you have to learn from other people. And this guy just experienced something to where he has shared with the world what that scam was. So with that said, we are talking about everything that is being said in this article, how it actually is for gig workers of all kinds, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. A Spark driver was recently scammed, so he decided to share what happened to him in an effort to avoid the same situation. TikTok user Bynpace at Bynpace recounts what happened to him while sitting in his car. I'm going to leave his TikTok as well as his profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject.
So I just want to make a quick video for Spark drivers. I recently signed up for Spark and have been using them for about a month, and I like them a lot. It's been really good income on the side. But tonight, something happened to me that I did not think would ever happen to me because I didn't think I would ever be stupid enough to fall for it. But I got scammed.
First off, I feel like every gig worker either loves a particular gig app up front because they're in that honeymoon phase, or they absolutely hate it and almost drop it immediately. And there's no real in between. The only other in between that you could technically say is that they signed up and they never did anything with it. Or they're just that jaded with the gig economy to where they're almost waiting for the next shoe to drop, you know? Spark Driver is a platform used by Walmart, which allows independent drivers to earn money by shopping for and delivering orders. Customers can place orders through the app, which are redirected to Spark drivers. Drivers can accept or deny requests as they need, which gives them a greater freedom over their schedule. They can also qualify for rewards tiers through the Spark Driver Rewards program. Drivers rack up miles so they can reimburse for cellular discounts, a free month-long Walmart Plus membership, and more. The TikToker says that the app has been great to work with and provided him with income on the side. That is basically the epitome of the gig economy in a nutshell. You work on your own schedule, you do tasks that suit what you really want to do, whether it's shopping, whether it's delivering, whether it's whatever just makes the most money, and you say yes or no to whatever orders come your way. People call it income on the side, but I respectfully disagree. If you can, it's not all market supported though, but if you can, have multiple apps available, have multiple sources of income, choose an aspect of that gig work that you're doing and turn it into your own business, then you got a different story. I started off as a gig worker and now I'm getting my own company together. So it really depends on the full aspect of what you're talking about.
What happened was I took an order that was for $11, and I thought it was kind of unusual because it was literally for 2 random items, and it was right down the road, 3 minutes away. And so I went in and shopped for the items. It was some jalapeno peppers and a tomato.
Okay, well that's not really a reason, to be honest. I accepted orders with very little items and a decent payout regardless. Why is that considered a scam? I don't know.
And I went to the address, but it was all dark. There was nobody there, and it said that I needed to hand the order to the customer.
Okay, well now it's getting a little strange.
So I was like, well, that's weird. So I tried messaging the customer. And right about that time, I got a call. And it was a 900 number. And of course, a lot of these kind of things, when the customer service calls you, you don't know. It's a lot of them are from another state and different things. And so I answered the phone, and it was real hard to hear the person at first. But they seemed to know the information about the order. They said the name of the person, which makes sense. How they got access to the Spark app, I don't know. They said the name of the order. They knew the details of the order. And so it's late. I've been working all day. I assumed it was actually Spark talking to me. And they said that there was something going on in the area where Spark drivers had been sharing bank information and using it for something they shouldn't be using it for. And he said, we need to verify that you're not one of those drivers.
There it is. That's the scam. Oh my God. Way to gaslight the crap out of drivers. Like,
we need to make sure that you're not one of those drivers that are stealing bank information. So give us your bank information.
excuse me? I don't care if you're looking for my login or otherwise. You can't be pulling that crap. Get the fuck out of here.
That sounded strange to me. But again, I'm tired. It's been a long day. And so finally, you know, he's like talking to me, and he wasn't really making a lot of sense, but I was like, okay, what's going on with this? And he asked me a question, and the moment he asked me, I had such a red flag in my heart. I'm a Christian, and I believe I've got the Holy Spirit living on the inside of me, and I knew in my heart I should not have said it, but as I was saying it, I was like, should I be saying this? And I gave him one piece of information. And then he said, okay, well, we're going to verify all this and do all this stuff and just go ahead and return the order. And so I did, and it was all legit. Like, it sent it to Walmart. They were coming to pick up their return. Like, all of it seemed totally legit, like it was Spark, until the moment that I got 3 notifications that my account had been drained of all the money. And so the reason why I'm saying this is any other Spark drivers out there, I want to warn you to be careful about what orders you're taking. If it seems fishy, double check it. And if you get a call from somebody saying they're a Spark driver and they're asking you for any information, don't give it to them. If a Spark driver or a Spark customer service person, first of all, they don't call. We're supposed to call them. And if it seems fishy or they're asking you for weird information, don't give it to them.
Well, first off, on Spark, it's a little different because they have their own banking system. Like, you have to go through one. Basically, it would mean that you're losing all the money from one bank, not all the money you have. And if it's side money, at least that's a positive. The other part of that is customer service gets called. They rarely call you. And if you hear that, just make sure that you hang up and call customer service yourself. Verify that they're the ones who called, and if it's not, then you just report them for the fraud they almost pulled on you. Viewers react to the grift. The video received over 58,000 views on TikTok, but several viewers seem to already be aware of the scam that the Spark driver fell for. The things you do for content, huh? Spark never calls people. Red flag if you ever get a call. They're different than Doordash, one person said. I don't even think they're different than Doordash. Doordash rarely calls either. The rule of thumb is you call them if you need something. I know they like to put all these chatbots and things between you, but still. This same scam has been going on since mid-September, another wrote. I'm a Spark driver, and thankfully this hasn't happened to me, but this scam has been around for a while. Join in on the FB Spark groups and you'll see all kinds of stuff to watch out for there, a third advised. Also, if you guys aren't already following gig content creators and going over this stuff with them, make sure you're doing that because some of us actually are talking all about this stuff and you can actually learn a lot of details from them. Even if it's not me, although I would really appreciate it if you subscribed, go with a creator that you can relate closely to. You would be surprised how much you learn just by listening in on the things that they're saying. Facebook groups are a great tool as well, though. Several users were also grateful for the advice. Thanks for the warning. I am a Spark driver on the side, and one said. Been doing Spark for 2 years and never had this happen. Thanks for making us aware, another wrote. Here's the reality. If you're a new driver or a driver that's been around but hasn't really been following anybody, this information is valuable. One of the common things that a lot of these gig companies make is that they won't really talk to you guys about some of the fraud that takes place. And you kind of have to be actively involved in the gig economy to understand what that looks like. Whether it's food delivery, catering, medical, or whatever, honestly, the reality is that you kind of need to to be active as a community member in order to learn some stuff. The companies aren't going to send notices, and if they are, it's going to be very minimal, just to deal with compliance. But you learn this stuff from the communities. And one of those communities that you could join is the Driven Wyld Discord server. Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I've partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings, more live streams with high-level professionals in our industry, educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company or delivery service provider, and other scalable opportunities. Speaking of those scalable opportunities, we did just launch our Build Your Own Delivery Service Provider course. If you haven't been a part of that yet or haven't seen that yet, feel free to check that out. And that way, whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge, what would be a long-term goal and not simply the goal, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description and get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.